Cargo convoy conceals 5 tons of cocaine. 163 kilograms of cocaine hidden inside a single tractor trailer. DEA agents thought they'd seen it all. They hadn't. Interstate 35, Texas-Mexico border corridor. U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration monitors unusual cargo convoy activity. 3 semi-trucks, standard commercial freight designation, moving north in coordinated formation. But intelligence intercepts trigger alarm. Venezuelan cartel connection confirmed. Tren de Aragua network, operating under Cartel de los Soles protection. The convoy, disguised as legitimate commercial transport. The cargo, 5 tons of pure cocaine. Street value, $125 million. At 4:47 a.m., DEA surveillance units lock position. CBP Border Patrol coordinates interdiction. Texas Highway Patrol provides tactical support. The operation goes active. One inspection collapses entire network. Which smuggling method is most effective? A. Semi-trucks. B. Submarines. C. Aircraft. This is how cartels move product. Not in speedboats, not in backpacks across desert, in plain sight, on American highways, inside commercial trucks that blend into 11 million freight shipments crossing U.S. borders annually. Venezuelan cartels perfected this system. Under Nicolás Maduro's regime, military and political officials partnered with trafficking organizations, created infrastructure turning Venezuela into primary cocaine transit hub. 90% of cocaine reaching United States produced in Colombia, then routes through Venezuela, then moves north through Central America and Mexico. Final destination, U.S. cities. But this convoy operation was different. The Venezuelan syndicate didn't use Mexican cartel intermediaries, built direct pipeline, recruited truck drivers, bribed logistics coordinators, compromised shipping manifests, created legitimate-looking freight companies as fronts. Intelligence tracking identified the pattern. Same trucks, same routes, same times, always northbound, never southbound returns. DEA New Jersey Division initiated investigations 6 months earlier. Enforcement Group 2 conducted surveillance on New York distribution networks, tracked packages back to source, identified Texas border crossing patterns. Stay with me. One decision changes everything. The lead truck, 2019 Freightliner Cascadia, 53-foot dry van trailer, commercial plates, clean dot inspection record, driver with valid CDL and customs clearance. Documents showed electronics shipment, manifests listed television components, weight 42,000 pounds, standard cargo. But thermal imaging detected anomalies, weight distribution inconsistent with declared goods, hidden compartments suspected. At checkpoint mile marker 127, inspection began. 4:52 a.m., K9 unit alerts. Drug detection dog signals positive hit. Officers request secondary inspection. Driver remains calm, provides paperwork. Everything appears legitimate. Until they open the trailer. Standard shipping pallets, cardboard boxes labeled Samsung Electronics, shrink-wrapped, professionally packed, industrial tape, nothing suspicious visible. But X-ray scan reveals false walls, hidden compartments, space between declared cargo and trailer sides. 5:18 a.m., agents cut through false panels. 1,114 packages, vacuum sealed, wrapped in carbon paper to defeat dogs, coated in coffee grounds to mask scent, stacked floor to ceiling in concealed sections. Lab testing confirms pure cocaine, 91% purity, Colombian origin, Venezuelan processing, 1,650 kilograms in first truck alone. That's 3,638 pounds. Second truck stopped 200 yards behind, same configuration, same false compartments, 1,720 kilograms. Third truck, 1,730 kilograms. Total seizure, 5,000 kilograms, 11,023 pounds, 5 metric tons. How many lethal doses in 5 tons of cocaine? A. 50 million. B. 100 million. C. 200 million. The drivers weren't random recruits. Professionals, trained. Each paid $50,000 per successful run. Background checks clean. No criminal records. Perfect cover. But wiretaps revealed communication network, encrypted apps, code words. Electronics meant cocaine. Delivery confirmed meant border crossing successful. The organization operated like legitimate business: payroll, accountants, logistics coordinators. But instead of legal goods, they moved death. 1 ton of cocaine, enough to supply every addict in New York City for 6 months. This convoy carried 5 tons. Enough to flood every major city on East Coast: Philadelphia, Boston, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., Newark, all supplied from single shipment. But seizure was just beginning. DEA agents traced organization backwards: phone records, financial transactions, warehouse locations, distribution hubs. The network spanned 7 states. In coordinated raids across Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, and New York, 47 arrests executed simultaneously. 6 a.m. Same morning. Multiple locations hit at once. Stash houses raided. Additional 850 kilograms seized. Cash, $8.7 million. Weapons, 127 firearms including military-grade rifles. Vehicles, 23 trucks and SUVs. Quantity or quality? Which matters more in drug trafficking? Comment Q or L. The Venezuelan connection ran deep. Organization leaders operated from Caracas, protected by corrupt military officials, part of Cartel de los Soles network. Cartel de los Soles translates to Cartel of the Suns, named after sun insignias on Venezuelan military general uniforms. Not traditional cartel structure. Instead, system of corruption where military and political officials profit by working with traffickers. U.S. Justice Department indicted Maduro in March 2020. Charges: narco-terrorism, conspiracy to import cocaine, working with FARC and Colombian traffickers, creating air bridge from Venezuelan bases transporting cocaine to Central America. State Department offered $15 million reward, later increased to $25 million, then $50 million in August 2025. Attorney General Pam Bondi. Maduro is one of world's most notorious narco-traffickers and threat to national security. The convoy operation proved the connection. Venezuelan suppliers, direct pipeline to U.S. streets, bypassing traditional Mexican cartel intermediaries. Why Venezuela? Geography, location, infrastructure. Venezuela shares 1,400-mile border with Colombia, world's largest cocaine producer, easy transit, weak law enforcement, corrupted officials, perfect combination. DEA estimates 200 to 250 tons of cocaine transit Venezuela annually. That's 24% of global cocaine production, $500 million in cartel profits. But more concerning, growth. In 2005, Venezuelan involvement minimal. By 2015, significant increase. By 2024, primary transit route. The pipeline expanded exponentially. Warfare Signal tracked this evolution, from small-scale operations to industrial-level trafficking, from opportunistic smuggling to organized networks with military protection. The November convoy seizure represented peak sophistication: professional drivers, legitimate companies, clean documentation, hidden compartments designed by engineers. If you believe cartels are evolving faster than law enforcement, type Warfare Signal. Detection required months of investigation, surveillance, wiretaps, intelligence sharing across agencies: DEA, CBP, FBI, ICE, Texas DPS, all coordinated. Without that coordination, convoy passes through. 5 tons reach distribution networks. Millions of doses flood streets. Thousands die from overdoses. One inspection prevented that. But how many convoys succeeded before? How many passed undetected? DEA data. In 2024, approximately 97.5 metric tons cocaine seized domestically. That's just seizures. Actual trafficking volume estimated 10 times higher. If authorities intercept 10%, that means 975 metric tons entered successfully. Nearly 1,000 tons. Every year. Most transported by truck, commercial vehicles, hidden compartments, fake manifests. The method works because volume overwhelms inspection capacity. 11 million trucks cross U.S. borders annually. CBP inspects less than 2%. Physical impossibility to check everything. Cartels know this. Exploit it. The November seizure disrupted one network. Arrested 47 members. Seized $125 million worth of product. Significant victory. But within weeks, new drivers recruited, new trucks purchased, new routes established, network rebuilds, operation continues. This is the reality law enforcement faces. Hydra effect. Cut off one head, two more grow back. Which trafficking route dominates? A. Venezuela, Texas. B. Mexico, California. C. Caribbean, Florida. The economic incentives are overwhelming. Cocaine production cost in Colombia, $1,500 per kilogram. Wholesale price in U.S., $25,000 per kilogram. Retail street price, $100,000 per kilogram. A driver earning $50,000 per run makes more than legitimate truckers earn in 2 years. Risk-reward calculation favors trafficking. For cartels, losing 5-ton shipment hurts, but not critically. Profit margins allow for losses. Insurance built into pricing. Successful runs pay for seizures. Venezuelan suppliers don't care about U.S. interdiction, distance from consequences, protected by corrupt government, operating from safe haven. Maduro's capture in January 2026 changed dynamics. U.S. military operation, arrested in Caracas, flown to New York, faces federal charges. But network remains. Officials arrested, replaced. System continues. Too much money, too much infrastructure, too deeply embedded. Warfare Signal analyzed cartel evolution for years. From Colombian cartels of 1980s to Mexican cartels of 2000s to current Venezuelan-Mexican hybrid networks. Each generation more sophisticated. Better technology, better logistics, better security, better corruption networks. The November Convoy represented that evolution. Not desperate criminals, professional organization, legitimate business facade, industrial scale operation. Quiz answer: 5 tons cocaine equals approximately 100 million lethal doses, enough to kill every person in California twice. 3 questions for you. Can law enforcement stop cartel innovation? Should military involvement increase? What happens if Venezuelan pipeline closes? The November 2024 convoy seizure made headlines for 3 days, then disappeared from news. But war continues, every day, every hour. DEA agents working around clock, Border Patrol inspecting trucks, intelligence analysts tracking networks, state police coordinating operations. One successful inspection saved thousands of lives, prevented $125 million from funding cartel violence, disrupted supply chain for 6 months. But tomorrow, another convoy crosses border. Different trucks, different drivers, same product, same destination. This is modern drug war, not fought with armies, fought with inspections, intelligence, coordination, persistence. And cartels are winning. Not because they're smarter, because they have advantages: money, safe havens, corrupted officials, endless supply. Venezuela under Maduro created narco-state, military criminal complex, entire government apparatus supporting trafficking. Even with Maduro arrested, infrastructure remains. The convoy seizure was victory, significant, important, worth celebrating. But it's one battle in endless war. Warfare Signal will continue tracking, reporting, analyzing, because public needs to understand, needs to see, needs to know what's happening on our borders, on our highways, in our cities. Subscribe to Warfare Signal, where drug war reality meets strategic analysis. Hit that like button if this investigation opened your eyes to cartel operations. Drop your thoughts in comments. The product is moving, the networks are operating, the war continues. And most people don't even know.